Here is Monaco, MCO. It was requested by Keen 1. I'll be happy to do so. So here is the daily chart of MCO USD. And I've seen this similarly with ZEC. When ZEC was, I think around little October or so of last year. It was coming out for the first time. There you go. We can ignore that for now. So it was a correction of some kind. You have to remember that Elliott wave states that 5-wave motive and a 3-wave correction. It goes in ebbs and flows at all scales, seconds, microseconds, in time to days, hundreds of years, thousands of years. That's why you even see the galaxies in a vortex. They move according to Elliott waves. And you might say, how is that possible? Because everything is related by Fibonacci ratio, 0.618, the golden ratio. Okay? So we can ignore that, and we'll still see 5 waves in a different scale. If you want to count it, you can begin as 1, 2. And you might say, why not here? Why not there? No problem. You can do that. But to me, the form and fit looks better this way. 3, 4. It does not overlap. Cutting it close. Or one, 2, 3. I can call this 4, 5. So 3 and 5. 5 is longer. 5 is extended. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Subwaves of 5. And after 5 waves, what happens? There is a requisite ABC retrace. A, B, C. So here's another example, and this is a tendency I'm seeing in cryptos compared to equities. Where in an ABC, it is more frequent in cryptos for the A on a daily scale to be longer than C. Before that, I was thinking, oh boy, if again, I was in the mindset of equities. I was thinking, if this is A, B, and C, C really has to come down really far and harder. But then I realized there's a tendency, a disposition of cryptos in how they flow and ebb, where A being longer than C is becoming more commonplace. So this is A, B. I'm thinking 1, 2, so A, B, C. It is possible. Could have one more lower low, especially if Bitcoin decides to take a dump on its pricing. But from a daily and a weekly scale, it really wouldn't matter. So these 5 waves become the subwaves of wave 1 of a higher degree. These ABC becomes wave 2 of a higher degree. like that. And you might be thinking, well, gee, why is hedging getting so bullish now? I was never a perma bear. Not until we hit wave 5. And the hitting of this wave 5 would coincide with this chart I gave, wave 5. And after this will be around the same time frame, maybe Q1 2018. I don't know. Maybe it could be stretched out more. And if wave 4 is finished, this is Bitcoin, by the way, on a linear scale, then we're looking at wave 5. It's all the same market at this time. There will be an ebullient, orgasmic lunges upwards. Just about every coin will be hitting new or higher all-time highs. And it might be that Bitcoin will initially start putting in 6, 7, 8% gains, maybe in 10, 11 teens, while all the altcoins are being subdued, held back. I often see that until the cycle of the altcoins and the Bitcoin becomes phasic, and they all stop moving up. Or they take turns. Then Bitcoin will take a rest, and then these altcoins will start screaming higher. Or they can go do it together. It doesn't matter, because the end point will be the same. And once this 5 is done, from here, significant correction will ensue. Because why? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After 5 waves of any degree, whether it be in seconds, days, months, or years, after 5 waves, there must be a required 3-wave correction. Here is Monaco to BTC. It's really no different. So there's a correction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hope you guys are getting used to the rules of labeling the Elliott waves. What's difficult to often label are the corrections, especially the complex corrections. And that's okay. You don't have to be proficient at it. Just be able to spot the 3-wave-ish nature. Here, here, here. Whether it's a zigzag or flat, it couldn't matter. I couldn't care less. A, B, C. Even in the BTC, A is longer than the C, becoming a lot more commonplace for cryptos. And these 5 waves become subwaves of a greater level. Degree 1. No, not that, not that. 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, this morning I started taking a broader, longer term aspect. time view and realize that we need to take a longer term perspective on this. If this is 1 and this is 2, we've got a big 3 coming. And one check that I always try to do for myself is, am I stuck in a myopic or hurting mentality? Which is always very dangerous to be in, because you don't, quite often, you don't know you're hurting, herding, HERDING, in your sentiment and your outlook until it's too late. So this is the outlook now for Monaco BTC. Enjoy.